All right, we're at stop number 3. You can't tell where we are based off of just seeing me, but if I turn a little bit, too much, there's the Capitol. But if I turn towards Amy, guess where we're at?
The TED. Or now.
I don't know what the Georgia State Stadium.
GSU Stadium.
Yeah, go Panthers.
Yes, I know. All right.
So hold on, this is the intersection of Capitol Avenue and, or Hank Aaron Drive and Georgia Avenue, because Georgia Avenue was the location of the home that Leo Frank lived in with his wife Lucille and her parents, the Seeligs.
Right. We are fairly certain that his house was actually in this direction, west of where we are now, possibly on the other side of the interstate.
Yeah.
But at the very least, on the other side of the stadium over here. And I'll tell you why in just a minute. But yeah, they had a Georgia Avenue house. We don't know much about anything else other than
It was.
don't know when it was built.
We know that all we know is that it was a 2-story house with a basement that the Seeligs rented, and Leo and his wife Lucille lived on I think the second floor is what we had read. So, yeah.
Yeah, so this is the general area, though, to give you an idea of, the areas of town where all these things, they're not that far away now if you think about commuting into work, but back then, they're a pretty penny away. I mean, they're not,
I think everything has been within a mile or two of each other that we've been driving. Yeah.
feels like a lot longer.
It does feel like a lot longer, though.
The city feels so much bigger. But anyways, what I thought I'd do, because we really didn't get a good chance in front of the Riches building, it was so loud and busy with the MARTA station there, is just take a moment to go over the morning of the murder, as far as, once Mary is found and the police start their investigations. Read just a little bit, probably get too loud here too, a little bit about just kind of a timeline of events that I'm getting this off of a UGA website, so I'm not quite sure who the author of this is. I'll have to look it up. But it's kind of gives a good synopsis. And I'm not going to read everything in this whole deal, but I'm just going to go on.
We can link to it
idea.
later.
Yeah, we can link to it later. So, all right, so April 26, 1913, as we already stated, Mary Fagan, a teenage employee of the National Pencil Factory in Atlanta, was murdered sometime after picking up her wages from the factory. All right, so that's the 26th. On the 27th, which would be today, 100 years.
Yeah, it would be today.
107. 107 years ago today. Arthur Mullinex, an ex-streetcar driver, and Newt Lee, the night watchman at the National Pencil Factory, were both arrested on suspicion of being implicated in the murder of Mary Fagan. Lee was African American and was the man who discovered her body soaked with blood, with 2 scrawled notes lying nearby. Mullinex had frequently driven Fagan to and from work. He was arrested because a witness claimed to have seen the two together Saturday, with Fagan appearing to be dazed or drugged. Both men declared their innocence, of course. April 28th. 2 more men were arrested on suspicion of being involved with the murder of Mary Fagan. One was John Gant, a former bookkeeper at the National Pencil Factory, who had openly admired Fagan. He was arrested in Marietta with a packed suitcase waiting to board a train. So, and we also found that Gant, just to tie it back to some Cobb County history, he had grown up in the Sardis community that Mary Fagan lived in as a child, so there's a good possibility their families knew each other, or they went way back, kind of a thing. Way back for a 13-year-old.
Well, yeah.
Their childhood.
Yeah.
What there was of a childhood. And so, yeah, so he ends up going back up to Marietta, and they catch him up there and arrested him in there. The second man arrested was an unnamed African American. The Atlanta Constitution published an appeal along with a reward for $1,000 for anyone who had seen Mary Fagan after noon on April 26th to come forward. Meanwhile, police had to disperse a white mob threatening to lynch Newt Lee, the night watchman who had discovered Fagan's body and was also under suspicion. In a side note to the investigation, the superintendent of the National Pencil Factory was questioned perfunctorily in the case. Did I say that right?
I think so. That's a big vocab word. But yeah, you're good.
Woo! All right. Then expressed his unhappiness with the investigation's progress. So he personally brought in a Pinkerton's detective to aid in the investigation. This was the first mention of the superintendent, Leo Frank, in the information released to the public. All right, so April 29th, Mary Fagan was buried in Marietta, and we'll hit that spot later on.
Let that truck go past. A lot more traffic over here today.
I know. All right. Her mother was overcome with grief several times during the ceremonies.
We'll talk about that later too.
Okay,
Yep.
Okay. Most of the suspicion continued to fall on Newt Lee, though Leo Frank was brought in again for more detailed questioning. After his interrogation, hey,
Thanks.
yeah,
Preach.
great, appreciate it. After his interrogation, Frank questioned Lee himself. A bloody shirt had been found in Lee's home. He claimed it was his own blood from an injury. The reward for information leading to the conviction of the murderer was raised to $2,200. 1,000 from the Atlanta Constitution, 1,000 from the city of Atlanta, and 200 from the state. One of the detectives released the following statement: "We have sufficient evidence to convict the murderers of Mary Fagan. More arrests will be made before daybreak. The mystery is cleared." No names were mentioned. All right, April 30th. At an inquest into the death of Mary Fagan, more suspicion began to fall on Leo Frank. George Epps, a 15-year-old friend of Mary Fagan, testified that Fagan was afraid of Frank because he had flirted and made advances towards her. Newt Lee testified that Frank was nervous the day of the murder and had telephoned to see if everything was okay at the factory, not his usual practice. But two mechanics who had worked on the top floor of the factory that morning disputed Lee's story, saying Frank had acted normally. May 1st, Arthur Mullinex and John Gant were released, no longer suspects in the murder. Newt Lee and Leo Frank were still being held. Although the local media did not know, or at least did not report it, another employee of the National Pencil Factory was arrested around 2 o'clock the afternoon of May 1st. Jim Connolly, a sweeper at the factory, was discovered trying to rinse out a soiled shirt in the basement. Upon further examination, the stains turned out to be blood. On May 2nd, in talks with the Atlanta Constitution reporter, both Newt Lee and Leo Frank strongly insisted they were innocent of Mary Fagan's murder. Frank was confident his name would be cleared in the process of the investigation. May 3rd, detectives investigating Mary Fagan's murder had a new problem. Two imposters posing as Pinkerton detectives had interviewed George Epps, Fagan's friend, who had reported she was afraid of Leo Frank, and Fagan's mother. On the 5th, May 5th, Lemmy Quinn, foreman of Mary Fagan's work area at the National Pencil Factory, testified he saw Leo Frank the Saturday of the murder and that all was perfectly normal. Furthermore, he knew Frank well and was certain that he was not guilty of murder. But detectives accused him of accepting a bribe from Frank to make those statements, an accusation Quinn firmly denied. Meanwhile, several witnesses had come forward to say they had seen a girl resembling Fagan at the Confederate Memorial Day parade that Saturday afternoon. She appeared to be drugged. So the decision was made to exhume Fagan's body and search her stomach for signs of drugs. A second exhumation of Mary Fagan's body took place. A second exhumation. We haven't hit the first one yet. Are we going to talk about that?
I don't have the first one
so
in my
apparently
list.
she was exhumed twice at this point, and this is May 6th.
Yeah.
Okay. This time to look for fingerprints. A fingerprint expert had been called in to help with the case. Or maybe the first one was when she had her stomach.
For the drugs, yeah.
The second one is a fingerprint expert the next day. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Why would they exhume a body 2 days
Well,
in a row?
why would you bury it really quickly again? I don't know.
Okay, I don't know. We don't know. But, all right.
I wasn't there.
Yeah. Okay. May 7th, the blood on Newt Lee's shirt was determined to be not more than a month old. The wife of one of the mechanics who had testified on April 30th said she visited her husband at the factory that day and saw a strange, quote, strange Negro boarding the elevator as she left around 1 o'clock. Detectives on the case said someone was planting false evidence and trying to block the investigation. So there's a whole lot of that going on with evidence, and it's a mess down at the murder scene. Literally and figuratively. Okay. May 8th, a coroner's jury ordered Newt Lee and Leo Frank to be held under the charge of murder of Mary Fagan. Several women and girls had come forward to say Frank had made improper advances to them in the past. While detectives still expressed confidence in solving the case, they also admitted all the evidence they had up to that point was circumstantial. So this just keeps going on and on, but that just kind of gives you days of how many people are involved with under suspicion, and it's one of those things too that the media was heavily involved in. We don't know anything about this, right? The media is heavily involved in inciting, craziness, and getting the public involved, and false reports of this and that, and kind of just getting them all, everybody riled up. So you got a lot, even for social media, you got a lot of people looking to the media for the honest truth, which it wasn't out there.
And it changed from edition to edition, morning or evening. So, all right, we're gonna stop here. We're gonna head over to our next. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have?
No, one more thing. Sorry,
One more thing.
sidetrack. So, the other thing that I have.
Show them what book this is
Okay,
first.
So this is In the Dead Shall Rise by
Steve Oney.
Steve Oney. And this gives you all the details you could ever want to know. There's plenty of great websites out there that detail the story, but he really did the full investigation with interviews of back when he wrote this, people who knew people, kind of a thing. This is the book where all of the later on we'll get to all the men involved in lynching Leo Frank.
Mm-hmm.
This was the first time all of their names were kind of outed.
Yeah.
And so there's a whole lot of information in here.
And I think that came out in 2003. So that's.
So easily distracted.
I know there's a drone flying. Sorry, guys.
So, anyways, the one last thing about the house, though, I was going to mention, just detailing. Again, we don't know a whole lot about Leo's house, but somewhere over here.
She did mark her pages. I promise. She did.
I know, it's here. Okay, so they were investigating Leo and interrogating him and asking him about looking for claw marks or anything like that may have
Self-defense or from Mary, yeah.
And so he's claiming, he's like, no, I don't have any marks. It's not happening. So Frank's torso was indeed unblemished, but his lawyers didn't believe the display convinced the lawman. Hoping to vanquish all doubts, Herbert Haas, who was one of Frank's lawyers, urged Frank to take John Black and B.B. Haslett, the detectives, to his home and let them examine the laundry. So around noon, the group returned to Georgia Avenue. At the house, the men trooped upstairs to Leo and Lucille's bedroom. There, Frank dumped the contents of his laundry bag onto the bed, then stood aside as the detectives pawned every article of clothing that I had discarded that past week. Finding no bloodstains, Black and Haslett departed, and Frank, feeling that they were satisfied, joined Lucille and her parents in the parlor. Soon, the cook, Manola McKnight, served dinner, and life resumed its familiar rhythms. So, that was just, like I said, brief mentions of the house, but this is where it's at.
Yeah, so we are going to go head over to our next stop. Just one last look where we're at. We're over by the Georgia State Stadium, where Leo Frank was living in this area at the time of his arrest. So see you guys in a few.